Fast forward, any come out our channel so AGH politics urban. Podcast source training because make headlines and the Jemre na EDB Epsumo El Haxi and Idima Braximu. I now subscribe to the channel at Amame. Na Enra another dramatic moment isi a year Parliament House enya sem kuto akra. Na nina and say a year Kpandai MP. After support, it really say share na 129 NC Parliament. A ho if we say Kpandai about one discrepancies akodo ewuma the saying to court edin sa atoso say TCN on yes sitting MPB awomba to abana foforo but anyway you hunu parliament na papa no ewo parliament na the majority there omo ye say send your court aka no ense se wotunu nan isi ho nti ni saying no omo ebe pamon efri ho ema Afenyo market etumi espake ya onua na enye asem koto akra na yisi ye mesrete yembo inwram na yenhwe nsema hodo team course so parliament na it was some sort of theatrical movement onua e wosi yehu ye ko ene de ba that's so ajemre ewa.
The judge who spent minutes walked out of the courtroom claiming that his judgment will be ready on Friday. Meanwhile, in less than 24 hours, a court order was being served on Parliament and Honorable Nyindam. What kind of kangaroo judicial system we having now in Ghana? The judiciary must know that their actions and inactions to serve the interests of whoever their paymaster is has the tendency of destroying our peaceful republic.
The House suspended its debate on the 2026 budget and was forced to adjourn proceedings until Thursday, November 27, 2025, pending a ruling by the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, on a request by the Majority Caucus for an expulsion of the MP for Kpandai, Matthew Nyindam, following the court's order for a rerun of the 2024 parliamentary election in his constituency. Reporting for Channel 1 News from Parliament, Ni Ayukwei Okan.
Let's stay with issues concerning the Kpandai parliamentary seats. Members of the New Patriotic Party Youth Wing in Kpandai are questioning the fairness of the High Court's decision ordering a rerun of the parliamentary elections in that constituency. They believe the rerun should be conducted only in polling stations under contention and not across the entire constituency. Our regional correspondent Mohammed Aminu Alabira has more in this report.
Following Monday's ruling by the High Court in Tamale, ordering a rerun of the parliamentary elections in Kpandai, youth of the New Patriotic Party took to the streets to protest. They insist the NPP legitimately won the parliamentary seat and see no justification for a fresh election. They maintain that the petitioner only challenged results from 41 polling stations, yet the court has directed a total rerun of all 152 polling stations within 30 days. NPP Kpandai youth organizer Joseph Lado read a statement on behalf of the group.
The people of Kpandai know very well that, and so at the polling system that the honor Matthew won, and that is what we are holding on to. So if we believe that he has won, why the rerun? That is why Honor Matthew himself, being law-abiding, he proceeded to file the issue at the appeal court. And it is our hope and trust that appeal court at least will know that justice, wherever justice prevails, peace is always found there.
Some of the protesting youth told Channel 1 News that they believe their candidate won the elections and see no reason for a rerun. They emphasize that any further action must follow due legal process.
I exhaust all these legal processes, and the government is still bulldogging its way to take this seat from Honorable Matthew Nyindam. the youth of Kpandai will never resort to any form of intimidation from the government officials. We are ever ready for anybody who come here to intimidate us. Yes.
We're now joined in studio by the NPP Member of Parliament for Tema Central, Charles Forsing, for more on this very developing story and other matters relating to the campaign of Honorable Kennedy Japan, who is contesting to become the NPP's flag bearer. Good evening to you, sir. Thank you for joining us here in studio. It's been a while.
Yes, good evening, and good evening to the good people of Tema Central.
Okay.
And also to the campaign team of Kennedy Japan.
We'll come to the campaign pretty shortly, but this Kpandai matter,
yes.
I mean, the High Court has made a ruling. I mean, we're expecting that until your appeal is determined, the High Court's ruling stands. Your position as the minority, are you not perpetuating an illegality?
Are we? What do we need? The petitioner himself sought for the recount of certain polling stations. Yet the High Court judge went ahead to annul all polling stations and asked that there should be a total rerun. And we just cannot understand why. Because the person who went to court sought to ask for limited polling stations. But yet the judge, in his wisdom, thought it wise that, look, all polling stations ought to be rerun. I mean, it's unheard of.
But is this not why you are appealing the matter?
Yes.
So what? Until that appeal is
I'm not
heard
a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. I'm a lame person, and I believe that the issue has been filed to the appeals court, and I'm sure it will make. But we are led by a seasoned lawyer, our minority leader. He's a seasoned lawyer, and he led the presser this afternoon. And we believe that. I mean, we will work as a team. We will continue. The man, Matthew, will continue to be in the house. And
oh, really?
Yes, that is to the best of my knowledge. He was in the chamber today. I was with him.
I mean, the majority chief whip on the floor today, asked that, he should not hold himself as a member of parliament any longer.
But that is why we always run to the chamber. It's for one to argue and counter-argue. He raising the issue doesn't mean that the speaker will make the ultimate decision. And tomorrow, he will be there tomorrow. I mean, we believe that we are with him. He's our colleague, so we'll rise for the 9th Parliament. And we believe that he will win his seat again.
Okay. He himself has acknowledged in interviews that he's not afraid of elections and he's prepared to go into this rerun and win the seat. So why don't you just focus on that instead of...
But I'm saying that you asked to join a vehicle from here to Kumasi, and the driver takes you to Burkina Faso. The petitioner asks that, what do you call it? The recount, the re-election the rerun should be done in limited polling stations. So why would the judge ask that all polling stations within the Kpandai constituency be rerun? No.
All right. You are a member of the Employment and Labour Committee of the House.
Yes.
Last night through to this morning, Controller released a statement that due to some challenges, they are unable to pay some allowances for some of the workers in the education sector. Has this come to your notice?
Is this surprising? We have an NDC government at play. You see, this takes me back. Yesterday I was arguing on the floor with concern to the, the 24-hour economy. They are saying that they allocated only 110 million, which is less than $10 million. But last week, we approved a waiver of $10 million to a company. You see, the 24-hour economy policy, we thought that they were going to use that to incentivize industries. They were going to use that to give meaning to unemployed youth. Maybe syndicated capital to start businesses. But 110 million. So, NDC, is it surprising? The Ghanaian is here to see the rare NDC. And to me, I'm in the Labour Committee. We are hoping for the best for the labor market. We are hoping that the allowances due to teachers be paid. But to me, it's no surprise.
Well, controller has assured that, I mean, when they are paying December salaries, they would add these allowances. Is that any assurance?
Are they going to pay interest on it? Are they?
Are they supposed to?
Yes, of course. You are supposed to pay me today, and it takes you a month or so.
Anyway, the budget debate was expected to conclude today.
Yes, but
for the people of Tema Central, what are their views about the 2026 budget?
you see, in there, they claim they've taken away the COVID tax, but they've reintroduced so many taxes, the airport fee tax, and then the port. There are so many new charges that I'm afraid for the good people of Tema, not just Tema, Tema Central, Tema East, Tema Central. We solely depend on the ports. And there are so many new charges. And believe you me, that is going to affect that industry. It's just like they took away the yield levy, that tax, that minute tax that they later introduced 1 cedi per gallon.
Yeah.
You understand? Now they removed the COVID tax. They've reintroduced so many taxes. Yes. And I mean, it's just, it's more of a Sakawa budget in the sense that, look, $1.2 billion is being used to equip, what do you call it?
The armed forces.
But in there, they are going to buy 2 jets for the presidency. Yes, for the comfort of the president. Yet a lot of people are not working, the youth in particular. Look, that is what scares me most. The youth is at a cascading effect that if we don't take care, we shall be blamed.
Okay. Let's now focus on the Canada Japan campaign. We're just about just a little over a month, about 2 months to that presidential primary. How is that campaign going?
We are focused. We have a 3-tier or 4-tier campaign team. I lead one, others also lead. We have the wife of Kennedy, Mrs. Japan, leading one. We have Honorable Natoshi leading one, and the man himself also leading another. I mean, we are poised, we are focused, and it is a policy-driven campaign. No insults. What do you call it? We move.
Policy-driven. When you say policy-driven, what are the major policies that he's selling to these delegates?
Among others, we need to industrialize this nation. We need to reverse the constant importation of just about everything. We need to reverse it. We need to put the young ones into businesses to start their own. We cannot always depend on government. That's why he talks about a million Ghanaian youth being empowered to go into agric. 1 million Ghanaian youth being empowered to go into businesses. You understand? And industrial, look, every constituency that he visits, there's something this man wants to do there. And that is key. It is very paramount. To couple with his, we need to be disciplined as a nation. It's also a refined policy. And he believing that we need to punish people from the top, which must serve as a deterrent to others. So, look, people cause murder in so many forms, not killing. Murder in terms of looting the coffers and then they get away with it. He believes that, look, we need to start punishing from the very top to the down. Once you punish the top, the base will know that, look, even if my boss has been punished, I will not be spared once I'm found culpable.
Anyway, fantastic ideas, but reputation on the international stage is very important. And we've heard the Honorable Atachia mention, tell delegates that they shouldn't vote for someone who would embarrass the nation on the international stage. Some people believe that that's aimed at your candidate.
I don't know, but I'm a party person. I'm a true blue. My concern is post 31st of January, and I believe that Atachia, he's a fine lawyer. He's a man of God too. I mean, I always tell people that, look, I'll be the last to cast insinuation or insult on a party person. We are focused, I've told you, we are focused as a team. And believe you me, who is more fit to represent the country than Kennedy or Japan? It is not about how you dress. He puts on T-shirt Donald Trump puts on T-shirts, or
about his utterances. I think.
What utterances? You see, you want to fit some people in a certain paradigm, which it's truly not working. Mm-hmm. Let us see how best the person can impact in people's life, how best the person can transform this nation. If we want people in suit, people who attended the finest of university, what are they bringing to being? I am pleading with you. Let us listen to the taxi drivers. Let us listen to the truck drivers. Let us go to the marketplace. Above all, let us listen to the unemployed youth. Who are they gunning for?
All right.
It is not about a little over 200,000 people going to vote, or the 5 million plus MPP. Let us ask about the 2 million, 3 million people who swing in both ways. Right. Let me tell you one thing. The unemployed youth, he doesn't belong to Party A, that is MPP, or Party B, the NDC. He or she belongs to that party, that man who will give him job.
Okay.
And that person is going to Japan. All and right. That is what the Ghanaian is yearning for.
Well noted, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Charles Forson is the Member of Parliament for Tema Central. Let's move away from NPP politics and focus on the colleges of education, because the teachers there, they are firming up their position as their nationwide strike continues to stall academic work in the colleges of education. The association maintains that government must fully implement the 2023 conditions of service despite agreeing to address three major concerns, a development that has left thousands of trainees and tutors in limbo. Channel 1 News' Desmond Salasiago has more in the following report.
Academic activities in colleges of education across the country remain paralyzed as members of the College of Education Teachers Association of Ghana, CTAG, sustained their indefinite strike. The strike, which commenced on Monday, November 24th, stems from government's failure to fully execute the 2023 conditions of service. Speaking on the sidelines of the 2025 Annual Conference of Principals of Colleges of Education in Ho, CTAG President Maxwell Bunu indicated that the association will return to the negotiations after consulting its council following government's commitment to address three of their key demands. He noted that although some progress has been recorded, CTAG members remain wary due to what they describe as government's slow enforcement of the National Labour Commission's arbitral award issued on May 2, 2024.
Out of the 5 issues, he had identified 3 of them. That is to pay the all-year round work compensation to the outstanding colleges, to also make sure that the 2023-24 book and research allowance arrears are also paid. Then also the issue of Akroma College Education, their research topper for 2022. Happy with his intervention. However, the challenge for now is the trust issue. If only he could live up to his words, then that would have helped. But as we speak, they could not trust that.
The strike has brought teaching and learning to a complete halt across all colleges, leaving students and staff increasingly frustrated as they await a resolution. Meanwhile, PRINCOF President Professor Samuel Atintonu acknowledged the disruption caused by the industrial action and urged CTAG members to continue to have faith in the negotiation process as talks with government progress.
For us, I think it's affecting the teaching and learning. We're in the first week of it. And our meeting with the minister yesterday, which is assurance, it is our appeal to our CTAG people to actually give him the benefit of the doubt, as we heard from them. But more critically, it's also we have trust that with the new minister, they will address their issues so that we avoid this industrial action.
Despite Tuesday's meeting with the sector minister, CTAG says more is still needed to address their issue. Reporting for Channel 1 News from the Volta Regional Capital, I am Desmond Salasiago.
Now, the family of late former First Lady Nana Kunedu Ajiman Rawlings has held a solemn Requiem Mass in her honor as preparations intensify ahead of a final funeral rites. The service brought together several dignitaries, including former President Nana Addo Akuffo, former First Lady Rebecca Akuffo, Majority Leader Mahama Yargam, the NDC General Secretary Fifi Fiabikwete, alongside relatives, friends and sympathizers. There is more in this report.
The Requiem Mass is one of a series of events preceding her final funeral rites. Speaking on behalf of the family, her sister delivered an emotional tribute describing the late former First Lady as a trailblazer whose influence shaped their upbringing and later translated into national service and lifelong advocacy.
She was our trailblazer from the time we met her in our lives. She was not the older sister, but by divine arrangement, while our older sister was at the time in boarding school, Nana Kunedu slipped into that role and wore the mantle of the leader.
During the ceremony punctuated by hymns, prayers, and scripture readings, Right Reverend Samuel Kofi Osabute, Bishop of the Accra Diocese of the Methodist Church, extolled her natural leadership, comparing her to the biblical Deborah.
It is associated with confidence, industriousness, diligence, wisdom, community, courage, forcefulness, etc. What was her contribution to the nation of Israel? Deborah was a prophet. She also became a judge in Israel and was responsible and respected as a woman. She lived in the days when Israel had no king, when no one gave the orders, and when no one was in control. Judges 17:6. Throughout this time, Deborah was a powerful instrument in God's hand to receive his words of instruction and declare them to the people.
We ain't sama huru itimi koso e channel no so. I'm not so jemre da sene so bad India edumi. Besam barum na ya smo kwanso so kra. Channel so am say aha e politics ab.